What's up, grown folks? How y'all doing? How you doing this evening? Yes, this is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Good evening. I am here, you guys. I had to come on and do a little something grown folk talk. My intentions was to get with you earlier today. I wanted to do a part two in regards to whose fault is it if you are strung along or if they string you along. And I want to kind of continue that. I want to apologize because when I was talking about this yesterday, I my recording device phone overheated. And sometimes when it's really hot, really hot in the car and I'm trying to do this recording thing, it will overheat on me and just kind of bloop us out. Excuse me, y'all. I was laying down a little bit before I got on here. I'm sorry. Um, it'll bleep us out in the middle of the video. And so that's what happened. So I do want to apologize for that. That's never my intention to have these technical difficulties, and it infuriates me. But what can I do? Okay, sometimes things just start acting up. So anyway, I am much better. I came out on my lunch break today and was ready to really get into some things. And guess what? I posted on Facebook venting about it because I was really pissed at that moment. I'm sorry if I came up a little rough, y'all, but I just had enough. But anyway, came outside to get ready to get in my car, have my lunch, and do my little talk, and my whole back window was broke out. You know, they getting down with this smash and grab thing, really hot nowadays. So be careful. Even when your windows is tinted, I've been told, they're still breaking out windows. No mercy, just totally being jerks. And I hope whoever's out there that did my car today is looking at this. You are a jerk for that. And they got the driver's side back passenger window, broke the whole thing out. I mean, it was nothing but a little bit of glass around the edge. Broke the whole thing out. And yeah, it was my fault. I was rushing this morning getting out the car. I had a eyeglass case that said Gucci on it and some Gucci sunglasses, and I had thrown a couple of things in my back seat, and that was one of them. So I'm pretty sure that's what caught their eye, is seeing that Gucci. And I had a little basket of some things sitting on the floor that had some books, some CDs, some papers, some little notes, stuff I've written. I can't recall if it was anything personal or private, but it was mine. It was an invasion. It was my stuff. So that was taken. I even had a fluffy, as you guys can see, I like fluffy stuff, okay? I love fluffy, soft stuff. So I had a fluffy little brown, um, kind of like blanket throw or something like that back there, and it was thrown over the little basket on the floor, and they even took that. They didn't touch the front seat of the car, the glove compartment, none of that. They didn't mess with the front. They just got what they wanted from the back, broke the window out to get it, and they were gone. And I just think that is the most horriblest thing. Whoever has went through that and whoever is doing that, you guys need to stop. You need to stop. People are trying to, work or run into the store, whatever they got to do. And you're out here, smashing and grabbing. And sometimes the stuff that you take is not even worth $25. It's just not worth it. You can get a lot of time in jail and you can get your head snatched off if you're caught doing it. Lo and behold, don't get caught doing it. Because if I come out and I see somebody in the midst of doing it, don't let this smooth face fool y'all. Just don't let it fool you. because that just pissed me off. And I had to lose a couple of hours of money today. I had to leave work. I had to go and deal with the insurance, going back and forth with that. I had to go to a place to, take my car in so they can give me an estimate on what it would be to fix it. End up being a little less than the deductible, so I had to go ahead on and pay that to get my window. Not and that ain't even the kicker. I'm going somewhere in a couple of days, LA, to be able to enjoy some birthday time with family, my granddaughter's birthday and all that, and that's money I could have used for that. So I'm not a happy camper. All right. Now, one thing I could say that I did have some things in the car that I shouldn't have had not long ago. I think one was a couple of credit cards and something, and then it was a checkbook that I had in a compartment, and something told me to take that stuff out of my car. What was it doing in there anyway? Yeah, something told me to get it out of the car, so I had taken that out of the car a couple of days ago. Um, I thought I had two pair of expensive glasses. One was the Gucci sunglasses that my daughter had got me, sentimental. It was for a birthday gift last year. Really, really cute Gucci sunglasses. And I also had some Cazelles of my own that had the little diamonds on the side, and they were prescriptions. And I thought they were in the car, because the case was in the car in the back, in one of the compartments. So when I looked through stuff, I saw the case was empty. So I just freaked out and said both pair of these costly glasses were gone. Actually, the prescription Cazelle ones was actually inside my house, so they didn't get those. But they did get my daughter's, and that touched here, because anything that's given to me in a gift form, and especially from somebody dear that I care about, I take it to heart. So anyway, whoever did that, shame on you. Whoever's doing that to other people, shame on you too. And I hope you get caught and wrung by your neck for doing that. You're making people spend unnecessary money breaking their windshields out, taking little bitty things like that. It's just ridiculous. So anyway, enough of that. Devil, you a liar. I bind you earlier and I'm binding you now again. You a liar. Okay? In the name of Jesus. All right? Let's move on, y'all. So, yeah, I wanted to kind of go back into talking about, let me just turn this a little bit. Talking about when you're getting strung on, or whose fault is it to be strung along or string along, or however you want to put it, when you're involved with someone. And a lot of times, we want to, as I mentioned in the last video, we want to blame the other person for um, not telling us things, not enlightening us, not showing us one way and showing us another, and they're not being true to the game in that regard. But, you know, and then I also went on to talk about when you're strung on and you don't know about it. Say, like, you just didn't have a clue that perhaps this person was dealing with somebody else, or married, or whatever the situation, and they were stringing you on, making you think that it was something really good going on with y'all, and something that was developing and brewing and gonna be. And sometimes they string you on thinking that it is a certain way, and then you find out that no, it can never be, because they're dealing with something else on a serious basis. So they strung you on. Well, you couldn't do anything about that but blame them, because that's something that they just didn't keep it 100. They wasn't real about. They played you. They absolutely played you. But I'm talking about when you have been in something, dealing with something, and you have allowed somebody to string you on in that, meaning, they're constantly telling you that things are going to happen sooner or later, and you stay and you wait and you be a part of what's going on with them and you waiting. You're allowing them to string you because you're in that game of knowing and you dealing with it the way it is. And guess what? It ain't going to happen. And you can't keep continuously blaming them because you are allowing them to have the control and power of keeping you captive in something that you could have gotten out of just as easily by making the decision to say, you know what? No, I, enough is enough. I'm not doing this. What am I gaining from this? I'm not going to let you do me like that. No. Why? Why should I be a part of this? And if you don't put your foot down and still allow them to, play these games with making you think one thing and it's not going to happen, or sometimes people can come and straight up let you know that I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready for the situation to elevate. I care about you. I want to be with you, but I don't want to take this any further than what it is right now because I just ain't ready for that. Okay, why you ain't ready? Well, it could be a host of reasons why they say they not ready, but they just not, and you make the decision or the choice to continue on with this situation, knowing that they not ready. But deep down inside, you know that you're ready. You know what you want. You know what you need. But you end up taking things in the course that they lead and guide you and allow them to string you on. And then you want to sit up in the end and blame them. You want to blame them. Why? Why are you blaming them? You should be blaming yourself because they have let you know what they're not going to do or don't want to do, and you have made the choice to continue on in that situation for whatever reason. Sometimes it's easier to sit up and rationalize, well, they've been through a lot. In their last situation, they was heartbroken and they was done wrong, and they need time, and I need to be patient because they're showing me that they love and care about me. Because why? Because they're being around and they're doing things for me and with me, and we do the clap on a regular, and you know they just been around for a decade or more, and so they probably just gonna be here. But I'm here to tell you, there's people who have been in situations where one has been around for a decade or more, and then they end up moving on because they outgrow and they never had the intentions of taking it to another elevated level with you from the gate. You were a placeholder. You were a placeholder until the right something came along for them. And I talked briefly about that in the last video. The right something comes along with them, and then they turn around and they hopping down the matrimony um, road with that person, and you've given up all your youthful years and time waiting on somebody to decide what they want to do with you. So who's to blame for being strung on? Now, some of you may not want to look at it in terms of, I was strung on, or I'm being strung on. Some want to look at it in terms of, well, we both love each other, and we both care, and we both trying, and And yeah, this really was going somewhere, but something happened. Something happened along the way, and it caused us to just grow apart. No, nothing happened along the way. Something was happening from the beginning. People decide from the beginning. Do you guys know that it does? Sorry, my headset is kind of wiggling off my ear. It does not take a person 2, 3, 4 years to decide if they want to be with you in a serious, forever basis. Men know pretty much right away. They know. They know if you're a sleeper or a keeper. They have categorized you. You are either this or you are either that. And let's play ball. Okay? Women usually we know, or we try to fantasize in knowing. Maybe it's one that got a couple of broken pieces, but we know he has potential. He has potential to be hubby or someone that I get serious with, but he just needs to work on a couple of things. A lot of times, them couple of things you talking about he need to work on, that ladies, look, that's who he is. It's either you accept the fact that he's a little broken in those areas, and he's going to stay broken unless he wants to correct and fix those areas. But most of the time, if he's 40, 50, 60 years old, that's who he is. So if something is broken or chipped, it pretty much, when you get a little crack in something, and sooner or later the crack gets more and more and more and more until the thing just breaks. I mean, same kind of scenario in some cases. It's just going to keep on cracking until it breaks, right? You could try to put some super glue on there, monkey glue, um, let's fix it glue, whatever, all the kind of glues. But sooner or later, even glue loosens up. So, people are who they are. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. We're talking about whose fault is it when you're strung alone, when they string you alone. I think that, as grown people, as grown women and men, you have to start looking at what your contribution is in this. What's going on with you? Why you are allowing yourself to be in situations that you feel as though you're not getting your just all. You're not getting what you're worth. You're not getting what you deserve. You're not getting what you need. Okay? Why are you in a situation where you are allowing that to continue? Is that their fault? Or is that your fault? Whose fault is it? Think about that. Whose fault is it that you are wasting your time with something that has made it clear, someone who has made it clear to you that they're not ready for, or they are, sometimes they have these excuses. They say these things like, yeah, it's gonna happen. You the one I want to be with. I show you that. I'm here. I love you. Just be patient, babe. Be patient, boo. It's going. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be patient. Year 2, be patient. Year 3, be patient. Year 4, be patient. Year 5, still be patient. Year 6, come on, still be patient. Come on. It doesn't take that long for somebody to know. Start blaming you. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror at that big head, them big eyes, them big lips, and all that. Look in the mirror and say, self, what's wrong? Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting time like I got another 45 years here? You just may. Who knows how long you're going to be here. But in 45 years, depending on where you at now, you probably ain't nobody going to be wanting to, you're going to be barely walking. Right? So why are you wasting your time being strung along? We all have been in a situation where somebody has wanted us to the depths of just wanting us, just wanting us. And you know what that feels like. You know what it feels like. It does not take much when a person is into you and wants you. They're not going to string you on. They're not going to string you on. And 9 times out of 10, if a man or a woman is getting the best of both worlds, meaning they're getting the best of you and they're getting the best of other stuff they're doing too, why would they stop? I mean, they don't have a reason to stop, right? They're getting the best of both. So why give it up? Why stop it? Why give it up and just focus on, y'all, my stomach is bubbling. I'm sorry, but it's bubbling because I think I mixed the wrong kind of stuff I was eating just a little while ago. But I'm still talking over it. I'm bubbling. But anyway, why would they stop when they get the best of both worlds? They can string you on and they can still do what they do and they don't have to make no commitment, no permanent commitment. Because you know, for some, it's mighty scary when you get to talking about the I do, the lifetime with you, the being faithful to you, the coming home to you every day, to being accountable for you, to thinking in terms of we instead of me. You see, that's scary for some. And especially if you've been there down that road and it was shipwrecked. It was it was man. Every time you think about it, you get the bubble guts. It was just the worst. And so it's a scary thing. So when they start thinking in terms of perhaps going that way again or being that vulnerable in a situation with someone, because you have to become vulnerable. You have to become um, just putty-wutty somewhat. You know what I mean? Your heart is placed into somebody else's hands when you're doing it for the right reasons. Your heart, your life, you become one. You join. It no longer is about you. It's about we. And that could be very, very scary. And some kind of scatter and run in a different direction. But they string you on because they like what they get from you. They care about you. They don't want to lose you. They like the things you do for and with them, but they don't want to give you all of them. So they string you on. Every time you try to hold a conversation and talk about when we gon', why we ain't, how come, they change the subject or shoot you off with something real quick because they don't want to go into it really. You know, they find a way to, oh, babe, come on now. We having a nice evening. You know, it's all good. It's everything. It's good. Everything's good. Stop it. And they find a way to get the hugging and kissing all over you and all that stuff so that you can stop talking about it. And guess what? Mm-hmm. So whose fault is it? We have got to stop blaming other people for situations that we are allowing ourselves to be in, that we can have control ourselves over our own situation. You know, it's The other person is only doing what you allow them to do. The other person is only treating you in the way you allow them to treat you. Whether it's you allowing them to love you, whether you're allowing them to hurt you, to harm you, to use you, to abuse you, to take you for granted, anything, anything that you allow, okay, it's going to happen. And guess what? They're going to keep doing it as long as you allow it, okay? But once you put your foot down and you start demanding things to be a certain way or the highway, okay, you could still be friends, you could still be connected, you could still, how you doing, what's up, how's your dog, how's your cat, how's your kids, how's your, yeah, yeah, it can still be that, but you have got to draw the line. All that extra stuff, all that extra stuff, allowing them to string you on, they getting the wifey benefits, they getting the hubby benefits, they getting the save them, captain save them, what you call the women? The women are captain too? I don't know. Captain save them, she, captain save them, he. They getting all the benefits of all that. They getting a clap when they want to. They getting favors done if they in a situation. You there? They call you. Hey, hey, hey. Some of them, you get one call from the cell and they call you. Hey, can you put a couple $100 on my books? They didn't got me again for some such blah, blah, blah. And you right there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get to the point and to the place that you start drawing the line. Until a person can meet you halfway and give you what you need, what you deserve, how you need it, how you want it, why you want it, and how you deserve it. Don't settle for nothing less. You could just be friends. Hi. That's it. How you doing? That's it. But stop blaming them for stringing you on, and you are allowing to yourself to be strong. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Stop allowing them to string you on when you are allowing yourself to be strong. You looked over there, you looked over here. There they were staring back at you, dear. You didn't know what to do or how to do it, but you allowed them to come on in and put it to it. So they kept putting it to it, and you sat up there not knowing how to do it, and before you knew it, they was over there hitting it with to it. That's right. So you have got to stop allowing them to do that. If she's your queen and he's your king, then you need to treat them like that indeed. Nothing more, nothing less, because love is something that is more than just confess. You need to bring it in and you need to embrace the feel, because before you know it, you can be set up for the kill. Now, you guys have got to think in terms of the poetic beauties that you are. Let your words sink inside. Don't be alone just for the ride. Don't let them come into your world and all they can do is sit up and you twirl. You have got to be in it and in it to win it. Don't allow someone to string you on, because when they string you on, you have allowed yourself to be strong. It's not about being sprung, it's about being strong. And if you know that you're worth more than that, that your value, that you, the person that you are, that you stand for, that you are in this day, in this way, don't take it any other way. Don't allow them to string you on because you're not one to be strong. Hi. Y'all just went there with some poetic stuff with me right there in the moment, right? So what I want to say, grown folks, is for real, let's get off the poetry track, is you have got to start not pointing the finger at the person or the reasons or the seasons or whatever and start looking within. People only treat you and do you in the way you allow them to. So start taking control. Start being there and fighting for what you believe in, what you're worth. That's when you're going to get your respect. That's when you're going to be treated a whole lot differently. Trust me, when they know that you love and care about yourself to the degree that you're not allowing someone else to do you any kind of way. And don't go for the okie doke once you step back and once you be chill and once you not even tripping and they didn't did what they did and now they want to run back and okay, so can we try this? I see you just flapping and you doing, you man, you looking good. You just, can we, boy, bye. 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 Sayonara. Hasta la vista. Ciao, ciao. Okay, you guys, I didn't did enough of being silly tonight, but I had to bring it back. You guys make me feel, I'm telling you, I was not feeling great when I first decided to get on this video, but I feel great now. You bring that energy to me, you bring that vibe, and I just run with it. But this is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D, with some early evening talk for you in a grown folk kind of way. And I have just had a ball. I thank you for being a part of this. Like, care, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Stay tuned. I'm always here to talk about something that's going to make you go, that's right. And y'all have a great evening. I got to go. See you later.